Few boxers can boast such a remarkable and eventful career as Mike Tyson. He holds world records such as the youngest heavyweight world champion, the highest paid heavyweight world champion in history, and the holder of the most rapid knockouts in his illustrious career. Iron Mike experienced meteoric rises and crushing falls, doping scandals, and imprisonment. Mike's reputation and the charm of his name were so intimidating that many of his opponents would become intimidated even before stepping into the ring. However, there were those who tangled with Tyson and played with his mind, provoking him before the fight and attempting to affect him psychologically. On October 9, 1985, Mike Tyson entered the ring to face the inexperienced boxer Donnie Long, who showed no respect before the fight and did everything possible to disturb him. Even the most fervent supporters understood that the odds of winning were as likely as a snowman not melting in the Sahara Desert. Nevertheless, the boxer persisted in creating a problem for himself, imagining how he would deal with Mike in the center of the ring. However, inside the squared circle, Long expected to assume the role of the lamb prepared for sacrifice. The fight lasted 1 minute and 28 seconds, during which Tyson sent the arrogant boxer to the canvas 3 times.
Tyson, Long as Tyson comes out with a strong right hand barrage again. 19 years of age. Long is 27.
Oh, wow. Well,
he's out with a strong right hand barrage again.
This is as bad as I've ever seen Donnie Long look, but
and he is down. He collapses, and this one is over as the doctor's right.
On May 20th, 1986, Iron faced perhaps the most hated opponent of his career, Mitch Green, a promising boxer with a solid amateur career, who had previously been a member of a street gang in Brownsville that had conflicts with a gang Tyson also belonged to during his high school years. The atmosphere before their fight was filled with tension to the limit. The arrogant prospect showed no shyness and even promised to kill Mike in the ring. However, in the squared circle, all of Green's arrogance literally vanished after the first failed punch. Feeling the strength of his opponent, Mitch stopped even thinking about winning and focused entirely on surviving. At some point, Mike began taunting his opponent, dancing in front of him with his hands down and easily evading the scarce punches, after which he unleashed a series of punches. To be honest, Tyson didn't even attempt to knock out the arrogant opponent, but calmly scored points in a total domination. Despite running throughout the entire fight, Green managed to reach the end, and the victory, by unanimous decision of the judges, went to the magnificent Mike.
For his 21st straight win and his 21st, Mike Tyson.
On January 22, 1988, the 21-year-old Tyson faced the most famous opponent of his career, the legendary Larry Holmes, who, after 2 unexpected defeats to Michael Spinks, ended his career and accepted to enter the ring against the young lion for a purse of $3 million and a small chance to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Realizing that the purse was not a gift, Larry tried to generate public interest before the fight with bold statements, speaking disparagingly about his future opponent. He claimed that there was absolutely nothing special about Mike and that he would clearly show everyone the true level of the young champion. The veteran Larry Holmes was not the same, and his performance and good footwork were only noticeable sporadically. Mike was superior to his opponent, especially in speed. Larry could only withstand the champion's furious assault for 3 full rounds, and in the 4th round, the end came. Tyson sent his opponent to the canvas 3 times, and after the 3rd knockdown, referee Joe Cortez signaled to stop the fight.
Up to 4 and 5, his eyes are clear. It's up to 7, and I was able to do it against Ronaldo Snipes. He goes with a big right hand. The left will come inside. There's the left, there's the right. Larry's ready to go again. He's on. There with the right hand, the left hand. He's going to hang on, or he'll stop the fight. Down he goes. He is knocked out.
On February 25th, 1989, Mike Tyson faced a quite serious test against British boxer Frank Bruno, who already had experience in championship fights, albeit without success. Bruno showed no respect for his formidable opponent and assured the public of his victory, even by knockout. Before facing Tyson, Bruno had an impressive record of 32 wins, 31 of which were by knockout, and had only lost 2 fights to strong opponents James Smith and Tim Witherspoon. He also maintained a streak of 4 consecutive victories, with the most notable being the previous win against former world title contender Joe Bugner, whom the British stopped in the 8th round. Already in the first round, Tyson sent the arrogant contender to the canvas.
And I'd have to agree. Let's see how quick he starts. Bruno tries to keep him up. Bruno showing that he's not afraid to hang with the right hand. And there goes Bruno for the first.
Bruno bravely tried to stand his ground, responding blow for blow, but even Frank's great resilience didn't help him reach the halfway point of the fight in the 5th round after a series of Tyson's punches. The fight was stopped. It's worth noting that Mike entered the ring with less than 2 weeks of normal training behind him.
Your heart's almost with Frank to hope he can make such magnificent shape. Big, vicious body shot. Take Tyson. Bruno is just kind of a stand-up guy, almost tailor-made for Tyson. At time, the idea that it's a question of time before Mike catches him. Has some real good hang on to him. There's a little bit. That looks like Bruno could be hurt. Bruno is caught by a right hand and a left hook. Bruno comes back and right hand, that right hand more, and trying to catch Tyson with a left hook. A fighter cannot be saved by the bell, as the big Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele has moved in. Michael Tyson wins on a 5th round TKO.
1995 was known for a notable event in the boxing world. The legendary Mike Tyson returned to the ring after serving a 4-year sentence. The holder of an impressive but inflated record, Peter McNeely, was selected as his next opponent despite being considered the clear underdog. McNeely convinced the press that Iron Mike was no longer the same as before and that it was now his moment. The arrogant boxer claimed that he would destroy Tyson like a hurricane and promised to surprise the boxing community. Such statements only brought a smile to those around him. Larry Holmes, after meeting McNeely, jokingly asked the boxer not to completely annihilate Mike, but to leave him something. Tyson's clash with McNeely took place on August 19, 1995. In an attempt to back up his words with actions, Peter aggressively attacked his opponent from the first bell, but the disparity in power and overall ability was incomparable. Already in the first round, Tyson sent the arrogant opponent to the canvas twice. After McNeely's second fall, his team members jumped into the ring, which, according to the rules, forced the referee to stop the fight and award the victory to Tyson by disqualification of McNeely.
With 1 minute gone by, McNeely's already been down.
Mills Lane had stopped that nonsense because it was starting to butt heads.
Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes McNeely. They want Tyson to go to the neutral corner. What's going on? The
That was not correct.
The champion's return to the ring was extremely successful and demonstrated that he remained an imposing force in his weight category.